a long time ago, and I know you're probably all too younger to remember this, but 2 cruises ago we had a wonderful gentleman who's 99 years young. Yes, and he was from World War II, and he stood up and saluted, and when he did, there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, you might even know someone from these wars, or maybe, I know you're a young group, but maybe one of you is from this. Can we please put our hands together, give a loud round of applause for all of our World War II veterans. Now, my father was one of these, so I know a little bit about it. The Korean War veterans. Where are the Korean War veterans? Let's make some noise for all of them. Come on, right there, everyone. Right there, everyone. Let's see it. Okay, now this one I really need you to get extremely loud for, because these ladies and gentlemen did not get the love, the honor, the respect they deserved when they came home, and we should give it to them each and every day. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for all of our Vietnam War veterans. Forget those even in the near future, right? So let's talk about the Gulf War, Kosovo, Iraq, Afghanistan, and any other wars I didn't mention. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Now I'm going to call out various branches of services that you may have served in. Now I'm going to call them out in alphabetical order. I don't want any trouble. So when I call out your service, stand up and yell, okay? Let's hear it for it. How about the Air Force? Where's the Air Force? Where's the Army? All right, how about the Coast Guard? Make some noise for the Coast Guard. Hoorah, the Marines! All right. Where is the Navy? Here's a new one. Here's a new one. It's not going to be loud, I don't think, today, but it's going to keep loud, getting louder every week. Space Force! U.S. Merchant Marines! Now, while I realize the majority of our guests this cruise are from the United States, we have guests from all over the world. So, if you served in your military anywhere around the world, we want to honor you as well. Many of you served right beside us in foxholes, and then we love you, we honor you, worship you. So can we give a huge round of applause to all the military forces around the world? I realize that there is a connection between all of these wonderful people, and the biggest connection between all of them is that there were a group of people that were home while we were out protecting the world. There was a group of people that were in our homes, our significant others, our spouses, our children, that served while we served. Can we please give a big round of applause to all the medical technology around the world? Let's hear it for them. Their job in many cases was harder than ours. I want to take a second and honor all of the winners of medals from around the world, whether it be medals of honor, whether it be a Purple Heart, or any medal you might have received. Can we please give a big cheer and honor all of them right now? Let's hear it for them. This next one I say with a little bit of homage, because let me just tell you that I've had the opportunity to meet many of these families. And they are special, special people. And the reason I say that is because they gave the ultimate gift to our world to make our world a better place. I'm talking about Gold Star family members. Now, if you don't know what a Gold Star family member is, this is someone who sent their loved one away to serve, and they did not come home to them. So can we please in honor of all of our fabulous Gold Star family members. Can we give them a big round of applause? We love them. We want to remember now people that served here on the home front while we were around the world. All our fabulous National Guard members. Can we give them a big round of applause? And I realize there is a correlation between serving in the armed forces around the world and coming home and serving when you get back home. This next group of individuals I want to call out are a special group of individuals. They do it each and every day for us. And the beautiful thing about these people is that you only hear the good things because they don't tell you what they go through. This next group of individuals I'm going to talk about is a group that has such a dangerous and such a tough job that their mantra is, come home safely at the end of your shift. I'm talking about the incredible police forces around the world. Can we please give a huge round of applause and honor all of our police forces from around the world? We need you. We appreciate you. And how about the people that rush in when we're rushing out? I'm talking about the incredible firefighting forces around the world. Can we give all of our firefighters a big cheer? Now, never more important than on that fateful day of 9/11. I'm talking about all the people, the first responders, the people on the phones, the EMTs, the people that searched. Can we please give all of these wonderful first responders a huge round of applause? At this time, I'd also like to take a second and remember, and hopefully we're never going to see this again. It's in our rearview mirror, and that's where we'd like to keep it. I'm talking about the pandemic event. I want to take a second and say a very special thank you to people that some of them didn't come home for 3-4 months at a time. They lived at their work pace to take care of us. I'm talking about the incredible doctors and nurses and all the medical personnel and staff at the hospital taking care of us during the pandemic. We sincerely thank all of you for your service, and it is our honor to honor all of you today. Every cruise here on board Voyager this season, especially today, we honor all who unselfishly place their lives in front of ours for our freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, those men and women were ordinary people until they heard the call of duty and answered it. I am a veteran. You may not know me the first time you meet, but I'm just another man who you see on the street. I'm the reason you walk free and breathe free. I'm the reason for your liberty. I am a veteran. I work in a local factory all day. I own the restaurant just down the way. I sell insurance. I start your IV. I've got the best looking grandchildren you're ever going to see. I'm your grocer, your banker, your child's school teacher. I'm your plumber, your barber, your family's preacher. But there's a part of me that you just don't know very well. Just listen a moment. I've got a story to tell. I joined this service while I was still in my teens. I traded my prom dress for camouflage greens. I'm the first in my family to do something like this. I followed my father like he followed his. Defying my fears and hiding my doubts, I married my sweetheart before I shipped out. I missed Christmas, then Easter, and the birth of my son. But I knew I was doing what had to be done. I served on the battlefront, I served on the base, I bound up those wounded and begged for God's grace. I gave orders to fire. I followed commands. I marched into conflict in far distant lands. In the jungle, the desert, on mountains and shores, in bunkers and tents, on dank earthen floors. While I fought on the ground, in the air, and the sea, my family was home. They were praying for me. for the land of the free and the home of the brave. I faced demons in foxholes and caves. Then one dreaded day, without drummer or fife, I lost an arm. My friend lost his life. I came home and moved on, but forever was changed. The perils of war in my memory remained. I don't really say much. I don't feel like I can. I left home a child, but I came home a man. There are thousands like me, thousands more who are gone, but their legacy lives on as time marches on. White crosses in rows, and names carved in a queue. They remind us of what these brave souls had to do. I'm part of a fellowship, a strong, mighty band of each man and each woman who served their great lands. And when old glory waves, I stand proud and I stand tall. I help keep her flying over you and over all. I am a veteran. God bless all the veterans. We salute each and every one of you today on this very special day because you served your countries with so much pride in a very special way. So on this day we say thank you. Thank you, and we're as proud as we can be because you risked your life for all of us. And now we are all free. Welcome home, heroes. Now, as you look across this Royal Promenade right now, you realize that we are the lucky ones. We got to come home. We got to be greeted in those airports, in those front yards by our significant others and our children. Not all of those people that served with us got that opportunity. Not all of those people came home. We want to take a second and honor and remember all of our fallen. There's a beautiful, beautiful poem, a tribute written by Miss Sherry Ball. I want to share it with you. I do not know your name, nor for which battle you died. I do not know your home, nor the tears that were cried. I do not know where you rest, nor the promises broken. I do not know your uniform, or the fears that lay unspoken. But I know your spirit exists, and that your courage is admired, and your sacrifice is honored by each soul that you've inspired. And so I offer you from my heart, thank you. Thank you to the Guardians Unknown for offering yourselves for all of us, that we may keep freedom our home. God bless all the fallen. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask if you're able, please stand and bow your heads as we take a moment of silence in honor of all of our fallen. Thank you. At this time, I ask that you'll join us in the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Is that good out there? At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I know what you're waiting for. You're waiting for play ball. Before we go on, all these wonderful people that are up here on the bridge with me today are going to prepare for you right after this event. So if you'll help me and give them a big round of applause, they make their way to their stations to be ready for it. Can you please give a big round of applause to the senior officers up the Voyager and the Sea. There's a lot of them. Don't move. I got more. Okay. I'm joined here by, of course, our fabulous Shriner team here. Come right up front here. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to ask you for a favor. Okay? I know. But it's free. I love free. Free is my favorite F word. If it's free, it's me. That's right. Now, here's what I want you to do. Now, we're all going to go home at the end of this cruise, and when we do, I want you guys to go to your favorite spot in your house, wherever your favorite spot is. Just go there and sit down for a second. Maybe it's your living room, or by your pool, or wherever your favorite spot is. And I want you to close your eyes for just a second. And I want you to think about guys like these, that are heroes, people that have made our world a better place. Maybe it's your brother or sister or your preacher or your rabbi. Maybe it's a friend who always was there when you needed him to say the right thing. And when you've got that person firmly in your mind, I want you to pick up your phone and dial their number. And when they answer, I want you to say, "Hi, was just thinking about you. I don't really need anything. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for the person you've always been. Thank you for the person you are. Thank you for the person I know you're always going to be." And when you're done with that, hang up the phone. At the other end of that line is going to be a person with the biggest smile you've ever seen. You know why? Because in our world, we're always quick to point out when something doesn't go the way we want it to. It takes us a little bit longer to say thank you. Let's make that the other way around. Let's say thank you to the people that make our world a better place. And who knows, maybe that will inspire them to call another person. And that person will call another person. Before you know it, everybody's smiling. It's awful hard to be mad at anybody who's smiling at you. So make that phone call. And when you're done with that phone call, I want you to call all your kids in. All your kids to that favorite spot. If you don't have any kids, borrow the neighbor's kids. And when they come to that spot with you, take away their devices. Take away their phone and their iPad and their controller for the Game Boy. And sit them down and tell them what you've done to make their world a better place, because they don't know. They don't realize what you've done. And they need to, because someday we're going to need them to do it for the next generation. Believe me when I tell you, you can change a child's life. I was lucky enough to have an amazing grandfather. His name was Frank Byers. He was a farmer. Yeah. He lived to 99 years young. He had 91 grandchildren. He had no color television. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but he had 10 children. 10 children. 9 girls and 1 boy, and they all had lots of kids. But here's the reason I tell you this story. When I was a little boy, maybe 5 years old, I have vivid memories of my grandfather. My grandfather always had bib overalls on. You know what bib overalls are? He wore them all the time. He loved them. And he would sit in his, what he called a parlor. He didn't have a living room. There was no TV in that room. But he was a reader. And he smoked a pipe. And now, every time I smell that certain aroma of pipe smoke, I go right back to that room with my grandfather. From the time I was 5 years old, and I remember it vividly, when we would go to my grandparents' house, it was about 2 hours from where we lived. My grandfather would call us in one at a time. I was 5 now. He would pick me up and put me on his knee, and he would talk to me. Just to me. Nobody else in the room. He was talking right to me. And he would put his hand on my face. I can still feel his hand today. It's a happy memory for me. He would talk to me about what he called lessons for life. He wanted to impart some of the goodness of his generation to all of us. He would talk to me about things like, Denny, I know you don't like girls right now, but someday they're going to be important to you. And when you go on your first date, I know you don't even know what that is, but open the car door for them and let them get in, and then close the car door. And talk to them nice, by all means. Say please. Say thank you. Tell them how nice they look, even if they don't. This is what he told me. And he said, and please, please, say what you mean and mean what you say. Be a person of honor. Now, 91 grandchildren he had. He did that with every single one of them. And the reason I tell you this is because we lost my grandfather about a year ago. There were 91 grandchildren at his funeral. What does that tell you? That tells you he touched our lives. He made an influence on us that we'll never forget. If you give your children in your lives something, you don't need to give them gift certificates or new phones or bicycles. Give them your time and give them your love. If you do that, you're going to be by far ahead of the game. They will remember you for life if you give them your time and your love. That's what they need more ever today than ever before. This world is confusing, and they need an experienced mind to help them guide. It takes a village to raise a child, and we can all be part of that. These 3 guys do it every day with how they dedicate their lives to young people. And I know we've got 142 Shriners and many, many more out there that do it every day. So I say thank you. Thank you for what you do. We all need to do that. Let's make that part of our new mantra for life. Find a child. Be a mentor. They need it. Now, I've saved a little bit of the best for last. Once again, it's free. I love free. Now, after this ceremony, and I don't know if you saw it, you might have seen it, but the executive chef and his team have cooked up a beautiful, beautiful little treat. It's a flag, but it's made out of cupcakes. Now here's the best part, 0 calories. Now here's the bad part. We must devour all those because we don't waste any. And any of you guys don't eat, I have to eat. And look what's happening. I need your help. So everybody get a cupcake, okay? Now, before we go away, this fabulous orchestra, don't you love this orchestra? I love them. Nowhere else do we get these orchestras anymore, I'm telling you. And if you want to keep seeing orchestras like this on ships, make sure you put that in your form, because you want to tell them we want to keep these orchestras. Now, they're going to play a whole bunch of military songs, right? We're going to play the theme songs from all of them. If you know them, stand up and be proud, sing along. And then after that, we're going to do the second theme song of the United States, and it's called God Bless the USA. Okay? Can you once again help me thank these three gentlemen for standing up here and representing for us today, and all of those superheroes that are in the house today. We're going to do it with this fabulous orchestra. Thanks for joining us. God bless. I thank you, veterans. I look forward to meeting you.